Here's another solve by elimination question. Now, this one really looks like a classic substitution question, but really you can solve any of these systems any way you want. Let's solve this one using elimination. Now, again, we're going to look for pairs of opposite coefficients. So we're looking for the same number with a different sign in front of it. First one I'm going to check is y. Well, that's 1y, so the coefficient's 1. This below here is also 1y, so the coefficient's 1. That's the same number, so they're the same coefficient, but they're not opposite coefficients because they're both positive. Now let's look at our x values. Our first x value there is a minus 2. Our second x value there is a 2. So if we were to combine them, negative 2 plus 2 is going to give me 0. Negative 2 and 2 are opposite coefficients. So there's nothing that we have to do to this system. We can move right to elimination. Now, the second thing we should check, are all of our like terms lined up? Well, we have y's lined up. We have our equal sign lined up. We have our x's lined up. And we have our numbers lined up. So we can go ahead and move right to this elimination process. Again, we're going to focus on adding when we're doing elimination. So y plus y will give me 2y. Carry down the equal sign. Negative 2x plus 2x gives you 0 because they cancel. And then 3 plus 1 will give you 4. You now have a single step equation, 2y equals 4. Divide each side by 2, and y equals 2. That is now our first value. Again, since this is a system, we're looking for a ordered pair, So now we need to take this y value and plug it into either of our original equations. It doesn't really matter. I'll just pick that one. So if y is 2x plus 1, our y value is 2, so we need to plug it in for y, 2x plus 1. From there, two-step equation, subtract 1 from each side to get 1 equals 2x. Divide by 2 on each side, 1/2 equals x. There's the x value of our coordinate, and be sure to write your answer as an ordered pair, 1/2, 2. Again, we were able to simply do elimination with this because all of our terms were lined up for us. We had our y values, then our x values, then our numbers. And then we also needed to check for pairs of opposite coefficients. Y didn't work because each was 1, and they're the same number, but they're not opposite. This worked very nicely for us, this negative 2 and 2, because when we add them together, you get 0.